Hello Aries, what is up? This is Aries Singles June 2020 tarot reading. This is a check-in to see what's going on in the month of June for you single Aries people. So anyway, I was just kind of chilling out thinking about your reading, and I decided to do it. I felt like there was this you come out of Aries season and there is this kind of newfound freedom. Kind of feel like there's this little devilish side of you guys, or something going on, something more playful, not in a negative way, but in a positive way. And so we're going to pull some cards and see what's going on for you single people in the month of June. Now, also, this card wants to come out. We are going to have a drawing in the month of June for a free one-on-one reading with me. You can enter that just by subscribing, and let me know that you have subscribed by commenting below subscribe. If you are already subscribed, just let me know and comment below, and I will make sure you're entered in that drawing. We have another one wanting to come out, and we have one more to pull, and we'll clarify what needs to be clarified for you. Here we go. Alright, so what's been going on for Aries? Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands, and that's very much you. Nice, I like that. So coming from the month of May going into June, you have the Wheel. And I did say that I felt like there's this kind of playful, mischievous kind of feeling that kind of just made me think about where a lot of you are at right now. Being single in a strange time for sure indeed is kind of what is happening here, because we have a lot of social restrictions, and I think that doesn't limit you or bother you at all. I think those of you that are looking for love and those of you that are seeking a partner are not like overly obsessed about it. I think that you are just very much in your own element and know that what you want is coming your way at some point here. So I think you have a very good energy going into June. It feels very good, feels very playful. So we're going to talk about, though, what is on your mind going into June. You have the Five of Wands. You have some remnants of conflict, of maybe not getting along with somebody that is in your distant past. You may have some focus on some things that you've moved past, and the wheel, or I'm sorry, the world is kind of saying here that you've moved out of that, but you might still be thinking about it. There's some things that might be nagging you and bugging you about where you've come from to get where you're at right now. So I think that this is kind of what's on your mind, but we're going to see what's on your heart. What are you feeling? What's in your heart of hearts right now? The Ace of Pentacles, and that is beautiful. You are ready for that new start, and the world is here really to say that moving into June, whatever it is you want to apply yourself to, you're going to have success. This is about new growth in your life. If you want that relationship, this is about that. This is very much what you have in your heart, in your desires, in your passion. The Queen of Wands is about that passion, and I think this is amazing. I think this is great. Whatever it is right now that you want to focus on is going to come out for you in the month of June. I think this is really nice. So, but we're going to look and see what's going on in your shadow side here. This could represent anything that you are most afraid of, or it could represent anything that you want the most, or maybe subconscious things that aren't on the forefront of your mind. It could be something to do with your fears. Who knows? Let's see what's there. Ace of Cups. You definitely want that love relationship in your life at this time, and you're looking for that. I don't think that I kind of have the feeling that some of you might be overly attached to the idea of being in love, or overly attached to the idea of being with somebody. And the only reason I say that is because the Ace of Cups is sometimes, to me, it is all about that newness. It's all about that new beginning, new fresh start. That's something I think that subconsciously you want more than anything. And I feel there might be this kind of disconnect between that and the Ace of Pentacles, where you want something to grow, but you might want it to grow quicker than it's going to. And I do want to say that what you have been thinking about coming out of May going into June, if you're thinking about some past conflict and some past things that were a little bit dicey, that might restrict you and hold you back a bit. So I think this is saying to try and put that out of your mind. If there's any type of forgiveness that needs to be had, if there's anything that you need to redirect your thoughts to from this, it's saying to do that. The world going into June is really in the palm of your hands. This is something that you could almost have any way that you want, because the Ace of Pentacles is about something very tangible, something very new, very fresh in your life. And it's all about growth and expansion. It's about new foundations. It's about planting roots in something. And I think this is, if this is about love, and love is what you're looking for, which the Ace of Cups is here to kind of signify that, I think it's going to happen for you. But redirect your thoughts away from things of the past and look forward to the future, but keep yourself in the moment. And I know that sounds a little contradictory, but really, if we can focus as much as possible in the moment, things do quite often feel very good. And if we look to the past too much, we have this feeling of regret. If we look to the future too much, we have this feeling of anxiety. This is saying being in the moment, because being in the moment is where you're going to manifest everything that you're looking for. So in the near future, coming out of June, kind of encroaching on July, you have the Four of Swords. I think you have some time on your hands. I think you have time to, extra time to just pamper yourself, to take care of yourself. And guys, if you're a dude, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say pamper, but sometimes we need a little bit of me time too, so that could be anything. But this is taking time out to recuperate from all the past drama, from all the past hurts. This is a time of healing going into July. So I think whatever you're planting in June is going to eventually manifest in July. You're going to see some positive changes and some positive outcomes out of this. But we're going to clarify some cards here. And I'm going to use a different deck to do this. And I'm most interested in two cards here. I don't care about the conflict of the past, because we all know conflict is conflict. It doesn't matter really what it is. I think this is something that's been done away with, and it doesn't matter anymore. Most interested in the Ace of Cups and the Four of Swords. But the Ace of Cups to me really points to what it is deep down inside at a soul level that you really want for yourself. And I think this is probably the most important thing that we have here to clarify. So with that said, let's see what we can get for the Ace of Cups. Aries, June 2020 singles. And I did feel like I said, that there's this kind of feeling of playfulness, mischievousness. And if you're just kind of doing you and taking care of yourself, maybe that's where that's coming from. Not being identified with somebody else right now, and not being connected to somebody else to the point where you don't have 100% of your own individuality. So let's see. We got Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is repeating. Anytime there's a card in tarot, to me, that repeats. And I want to say that this is a call to get your attention. This is really about healing, time to sow those oats, time to reflect, but time to let go, time to let things of the past pass beyond you, so that you can really regroup, pull into your solar plexus and your heart chakra, that energy that you need to rejuvenate, to that really tapping in and finding yourself in this, because the world is about you in this reading. And if there's any kind of self-limiting beliefs or doubts, that there's too much time spent in your own shadow, and if you stay there too long, you might just find that you revert back to some old pattern thinking type of programs. So this is saying to just take that time to heal, to let go, to release, and to rebuild yourself. There is definitely a new seed planted here in June for you, and it's something that's going to grow, but that starts with your heart, because I think you want to feel like you are magnetic to somebody. You want to attract somebody that looks at you and doesn't just look at your face and what's on the outside, but you want somebody to be wholly and 100% attracted to you, outside and the inside. And I think this takes a little bit of work in June to get there, but this is the beginning of that. We're going to see what's happening with the Four of Swords on the outset of June going into July. You know, is there love coming into your life? I don't know. This is an intuitive reading, by the way, so this isn't for everybody. This isn't going to resonate and fit with everybody. I think we all know that. That would be impossible, but you'll know if this is for you. Let's see. Page of Pentacles. So you do have something. Well, this is interesting, and I want to pull one more card, but I feel like you have something maybe from your past. If you have a past love interest that didn't go very far, that maybe ended abruptly or quickly, or it just kind of fizzled out real fast, I think this might be a return of that into your life going into July. If this is something that you don't want, you don't have to entertain it, but I do feel like somebody feels like they missed out on something, and maybe they weren't ready for you, maybe you weren't ready for them, I don't know, or maybe you're just not compatible. Whatever it is, though, it does feel like something is going to try and revisit you from the past. And this could be second chances with the world coming into play. It could be about, reconciling a missed opportunity. It could be any number of things. But it does feel like, to me, this is a revisit from the past, somebody from your past, recent past. And this, to me, feels very recent. Knight of Cups. So, yes, definitely. Somebody from your past, your recent past, coming into play, who I think wants to try and maybe take things a little bit more serious. So if that's you, this is something that's probably going to come around, I would say late June is kind of what I kind of feel. But it could be any time in June. I think once you really release some things and you let some things go, and you'll know, because you will just feel differently. And this Knight of Cups, this Page of Pentacles, is somebody offering you something tangible and something from the heart. And I think that does come your way later in June. So if you have somebody from the past, and this really doesn't have to be somebody from the past, but for the majority of you, I do feel like that's where this is coming from. Anyway, so that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to pull a couple of these and just remind you that if you do want a one-on-one reading with me, all you have to do is comment subscribe below if you're subscribed. If you are not subscribed, make sure and subscribe, and then comment below. I will make sure you are entered into that drawing. So Aries singles, where are we at? What is happening? Let's see, Aries singles, June 2020. We're going to pull one of these. I got two, and we're going to take them. Yang. So this is that masculinity, that male kind of, and when I say male, please don't, pin me down on this, but it is a more of a direct and a little bit more aggressive kind of passion, energy. And I think that's maybe what is being offered. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, because I will say right now, like myself, I tend to be more feminine. I'm very much a dude, but I tend to be more feminine. My fiance, she's a little bit more masculine, and that's just how our roles are, and that's okay. So whatever is coming toward you is kind of a little bit more direct and aggressive, and I think that is tied to this Knight of Cups. So there definitely is an element of passion, and kind of almost feels like an uncontained desire kind of coming your way. It is very fiery and passionate. And then you have come to the edge. And I think this person maybe wants to take you to places you've never been, in not physically, but in the sense of a committed love relationship. Maybe they weren't ready for you if this is somebody from your past. This could very well for some of you be somebody new and different coming into your life. But for those of you Aries that are kind of just single and just roaming around out there, having fun, having a good time, or maybe a little bit of isolation with current events and world events as they are right now, whatever it is, whatever your story is, there's very much somebody that wants to take you to the edge. And this might be a bit of a test. They might really be into you and want to try and take you to places, push your buttons, not in a negative way, take you to extremes. And I do want to say that because of the yang, it's very passionate, very fiery. But also be careful, because kind of whirlwind things can also fizzle out very quickly. So use your intuition, use your own internal compass and guidance in this. And with that, I'm going to say have a great rest of your day, Aries singles, for June 2020. Let me know, comment, let me know what's going on in your life. Leave a thumbs up if this resonates, and make sure and subscribe, and have a great day. Thank you.